Okay, hi everyone. This is my final project, and as you can see, it's pretty close to being how I wanted it to be in the end, and I'm very proud of it, and I think it's come a long way since the beginning. So I'm just going to show you a little bit of how it works and how I tried to put as much of what I imagine into it. So this is what it would look like originally when you would open the app, and this would be like kind of like your homepage. And the main thing is that, so first of all, I wanted it to be more of like not something that tracks your location all the time, but more of something that you can like enable at some point whenever you want it. So I made the feature of location services, so you basically would go here and you would enable it whenever you needed to use it. So it's not tracking where you are all the time, because that was like one of the concerns that most people like were talking to me about, like, oh, is it going to track you all the time and all those things. So I made that for it. And then this other toggle here, it's to find a spot. So basically this would be tracking where you are, and it would showcase like a map of campus or maybe like the parking center, and then you would eventually click on different places that you would maybe want to find a parking spot, and then you would just go back and it will always bring you to that main home page. And then here you would be able to go and click on your profile. So as you can see, that's my name, and then essentially on your profile you would have your class schedule and your saved parking spots. So what I wanted to do is that find a way of this to merge it into your class schedule, so like it knows maybe where you want to park that day, or maybe where your safe spots would be based on your classes and all of that. So eventually you would have your class schedule over here and see, like, for example, my first two classes are at the MOC, so it suggests that I park at Tate. But for example, my other two classes, it has two different suggestions. So essentially you would just click on those and maybe it'll just take you and see and track where there's a parking spot there. And then here for your safe parking spots, I put as a reference the two parking spots that two parking decks that I use the most, which are essentially Tate and the South Deck. So I wanted it to be kind of like in that sort of way. Do you have something that you've saved or a parking spot that you usually go to, that you can just, instead of going to like enable it and look for it, you can just go to your profile and go to your saved ones, and then it'll show it for you. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted it to, it's pretty simple. It doesn't do much, but it's just a way of making everybody's life simpler and just being an easy app to use that everybody can use, and it just doesn't have to be too complicated for anything. So hope you guys like it.